Alright guys, another day, another lap breakdown, and this time we are in round 6 of the Mercedes AMG 1 Grand Prix special event. The track is through the park on Buenos Aires, and to be honest, Buenos Aires is not a great location if we are trying to make a GP lap with a car that is on very low rank. So yeah, some of you guys at least, are going to have a hard time setting a good lap here. But nevertheless, I'm going to show you guys the route, and I hope you guys can practice enough to set yourself a decent lap time. And now I don't know what's the best lap time for your particular lobby, but just try your best, practice hard. And with that out of the way, let's start the lap breakdown. So at the start, I just steer my car, not trying to hit any of these walls. Now, on the very first corner, I align my car parallel to the right side of this wall, of this track, sorry, and I start to steer right around this part, right around this bush. I start to steer, and as I'm hitting these scooters parked on the street, that's when I start to drift. This is so that my car firmly grips with the ground. Like, you do not want to get thrown off too much towards the right, because it can happen if you try to have a very sharp racing line and you try to make a turn. The unevenness of the track surface is going to throw you wider into the corner. I've tried it. It has happened. So yeah, these are like very minor details that you need to concentrate on in tracks like these, because these give the biggest amount of time loss. So yeah, as per my knowledge, I feel this is faster, so I start drifting right from that point. Just a second, and I cancel my drift and I apply shockwave. Now, it's very important to take this ramp at a very steep angle like this. Chances are you can also end up getting 3 barrel rolls. In my run, I got 2 barrel rolls. Don't go too much towards the left, because there's a invisible hitbox and you'll just respawn. You don't want that. Just stay towards the right, start steering towards the right. And this is exactly why we took the ramp at a very high angle, and that was because the hitbox, it's very uneven. So if you take the ramp too low, you will respawn, and that's bad. Now we're cutting the track short. As soon as I land, I apply nitro brake just for a split second. Now I drift and I do a technique called as nitro punch. Okay, now if you are a complete newbie and you just happen to watch this video, I'm pretty sure you will have no idea what a nitro punch is or what a floaty drift is. So I would recommend you guys to check the description and go through that guide where I explain the technique to maintain a very high drift speed in this game. It's very useful. I think in the current age of Asphalt, if you are playing on manual and you want to set good lap times, if you want to play competitively, these are techniques that you must master. Anyways, I drift around this turn with a float. Now for this turn, no float whatsoever, like this. But what I do is, I cancel my drift in a split second. I'll get to the exact frame like this. I cancel my drift. My car is ready for going straight towards the ramp, so I apply shockwave here, like this. Nice and easy. Now I'll do a quick spin here. I mean, kind of a quick spin, to be honest. I spin on the ramp, but I press the brake button thrice, and this is so that I end up getting the perfect amount of spins to land me at the perfect angle. And just before I land, I ensure to press the brake button, and this prevents my car from overspinning, like this. I'm going for a simple approach. In this lap, I get 50.2, but I feel like, with a very perfect approach, I think it's possible to get 49 even with a 2-star car. So you can drift normally if you want. Nice and easy. Now, in 5E's approach, he goes wider into the turn and goes for this ramp. But in my approach, I just take things easy. I drift, do a quick nitro punch, get a full bar of nitro, and just get up to speed. That's all I do. Because this is a lot more straightforward and it's a lot more easier to pull off. So this is what I do in my own lap as well. chaining those two barrel rolls and across the line in 50.2. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.